Hey guys, welcome back, and today I am going to be showing you how to make this drown machine. Okay, so before I start, I want you guys to note that this machine is in a really bad location at the moment. Usually, if you put it in a better location, like somewhere you see drowns more often, like over there, then you will have better luck. I just chose a really bad place. Perhaps I'll build it over here. Those machines, if you're wondering, are my AFK fish farm. They're really effective and they work really well. So if you want to see that tutorial, link in the description. This thing here, I'll explain a little bit how it works. But if you guys want to cut the chase, then I will have a timestamp on the screen right now saying when I start the tutorial. So, right. You can always skip to there if you like. So the way this works is, well, you have a tube here with a villager inside. I'll explain on how to get him in there. Then you have magma cubes down here. And down, you have to go down a ladder or something, or you can make an elevator. It's your choice on how you get down. I made a ladder. That's not the best choice. Then you have a chest, and it fills up with rotten flesh, tridents and stuff. Like I said, this is not the best place, so you can probably get a lot more. It also gathers bones and fish, but if you want a bone and fish farm, you need to go check out that video. The link will be in the description. Next up here, the minecart goes round and round and round and round, and it drops off the stuff in the hopper if it gets any stuff. So that is how it works. Now I'm just going to show you what you need. I may forget something, so if I do forget something, I will add it in later. Okay, so first of all, you need to just have whatever way you want to get in. So if you're using soul sand and magma or a trapdoor and ladders, do that. And you will also need all the stuff I'm about to list. You will need glass, a minecart hopper, you will need magma, sponges, villagers, dirt or any other construction block, vines, powered rails, water buckets probably, doors, potions of invisibility, breathing, and any other potions you will need to help you build this. So I wouldn't do this unless you have the right equipment. You'll need hoppers and chests. That's all. You can always pause the screen if you need. These are not the quantities you need. It will differ, so I cannot give you. Oh, also another thing you will need, which I forgot to add here, I apologize, is redstone blocks. Okay, so let's get started. I'm just going to choose a place where there are a lot of drowns. I think I'll do over here. Okay, so my tip for you is not to add the villagers till the end, because it will draw a lot of attention if you put the villager in straight away, especially if there are a lot of drowns, and it just becomes a nightmare to build. So, first off, you need to go down to the bottom of the ocean and you need to build a tube like this, going all the way up. Alrighty, then make sure that there's one block above the water's level so that drowns cannot enter over the top. And also you will probably need to build some sort of system over to the mainland. Alright, so now what you need to do is take your sponges and you need to drain the water out. So this is going to be a little bit difficult. You need to get down as far as you can and just place a block and then break it and then place another block and then break it and then keep doing that. I know I'm doing this on creative, but it's quite possible on survival. Next, you need to take your vines. Now make sure you have lots of these vines, otherwise you'll be in trouble. And you need to go up placing them like this. Alright, so a way you could get up is by placing vines from the water, so you could just go like this. Villagers cannot climb vines, but they can climb ladders, so do not use ladders. And, oh, looks like I missed a couple parts, but you can still, it looks like you can still travel. No, you can't. Okay, so if you're going on survival, you will have to fill all the gaps in. It won't let you go up and down. Okay, next up, like I said, the villagers will be last. You may not need to use doors. It depends on what you're making, what kind of entrance. Well, first of all, I'm going to use trapdoors to make my entrance like I did there. So that's how I'm doing it. It's really your choice how you do it. So I'm throwing those doors out. You do not need them. Next up, you need to have Next up, what we're going to do is round about it. Now, you've got to keep count of how far you dig, so it is ideal if the ground around it is even. So I'm digging down 3. Now, it's important you know how much you're digging down, because later on you need to dig a certain amount down so that you don't get stuck. Okay, so 3 down. Okay, so once you have done this, make sure it's all like that. You can break one block like this so that they have no chance of escaping or not avoiding their doom. Also, fish get caught in this, but like I told you earlier, the best machine is the fish machine I made, and it doesn't require a villager or all this fancy stuff. So I'd recommend making that if you just want the fish. All right, so that's done. Now, you need to take away 1 from the number of blocks you dug down. So this is 2. And then you need to add 5. So I have 2 plus 5, 7. That means I need to dig down 7. But the thing here is, it's already 1 level down. So I only need to do 6 blocks down. Or you could do this to make it even. And then dig 7 down. Either way. Alright, so I'm going to dig 7 down and make sure it's 3 blocks away from the magma. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like I said, this is going to differ depending on how deep you made the magma cubes. Alright, so I've done this, and now you will probably need to make your way up. The trapdoor and stuff is pretty risky because you can get caught on the way down, but usually the drowns are more focused on the villagers than they are on you, so I think usually it's alright. Okay, so once you've done that, you need to dig in this direction, and you'll have to start digging up as well, till you reach the magma. Right, once you've reached the magma, you need to hollow it out into the shape, so you'll need to follow all the magma like this, there's there, and you'll need to hollow it out all the way around. Yeah, there. So you may need to fill in the hole. So that's it done. Now what you need to do is you need to dig out this space so that there's no blocks underneath the magma. Make sure that the thing is still the right shape, so it's like that. Okay, so once you have hollowed it out like this, you need to place blocks all around like this. Then you need to dig down and make your way out, and you will need to make a path up like this and place vines. Just make sure you do not let them grow, otherwise this will interfere with your build. You also need to do this so that you can stand up. Also, removing these blocks here will help you navigate better. Okay, so once you are up, we need to place down the rails. Now there's a specific way of doing this, and before you place the rails, we need to place down the chest. So I'm just going to destroy this here, and you will also probably need to make a way round to your ladder so that you don't get stuck and can't get to your stuff to fix it. Alright, let me just drink this potion first. Okay, so there are different ways of doing this, but I would recommend that you place your chest down like so, and then you go up here and you start placing the hoppers to face the chest. You may have to destroy some blocks to do this properly, so it can be a little bit annoying, but in the end you need to have something that looks like this. You also need to remove the blocks here now, except for this block. You don't need these, so make sure it looks like this. So it's sort of, oh goodness, right, so it's like this. It's all right, so it looks like this instead. Okay, once you've done that, you remove this, of course. Okay, so now we got to place a block here. And now we get on to placing the rails. First off, you need to just go and decide where you want your redstone. I would put them in the middle, like this. Except for this side. Then you go ahead and you need to place all the rails in the right form. So they go around like this. Oh goodness. It's a little bit difficult to build this, especially if you're not on creative. So it may take you a while. Okay, so once you've done this, place like that. And then you will need to replace the rails that need replacing, the ones with redstone. And it should now work. A good way of testing it out is by throwing something on the rails and seeing if the chest collects it. Let me check if it worked, and boom, it's in. The fish is already collecting. Now, you need to, now is the most difficult part, getting the villager over. It's going to be, on survival, it's going to be quite the job. On creative, it's a lot easier. You can just, oh, well, that didn't work. You can just push the villager in once you've spawned it. Go, my pretty, get in there. They don't usually want to go in the water, so it shouldn't be much of a problem. All right, there you go. So he's now at the bottom, and it's best to leave it shut because you don't need to make holes in the glass. The drones should be able to detect them. As you can see, maybe sometimes replacing one of the blocks of glass with dirt helps because then they can detect it better. So sometimes that works better. If you're finding the machine isn't working, do that instead. As you can see, they're all dying. And now let's go downstairs and see what kind of stuff we got. Okay, so we got 7 rotten flesh, 1 Natai shell. Of course, this will not work as fast on survival, but you can leave this to run, and any drowns that spawn nearby will just crawl over here eventually. If you want this to work even better, place some more dirt around. Ideally, if there's a player sitting in here on survival, the drowns will start spawning, they'll come near, and then they'll die because of the villager. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and next time I'm going to be showing you how to make an automatic snowball machine. It's really easy, so ridiculously fast. It's actually too fast, and after a while, after 5 minutes, your double chest will be full. It's absolutely crazy, but it really works. So if you want to guys see that, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss an upload. I'll see you guys then.